Good afternoon, boys and girls. This is Mr. Ruiz, hoping that you and your families are well. And I'm here to read you my story for the week. And it is my personal favorites because it's about an insect who's named after me or like me. His name's Roberto, and my name's Roberto Ruiz, actually. And this story is about perseverance and overcoming challenges. And I just hope you enjoy it. So, this is Roberto, the Insect Architect, and it's by Nina Laden. Even when Roberto was little, he went against the grain. Like most termites, he melted over maple and pine for pine. Oak was okay too, but Roberto didn't eat his food. He played with it. You're wasting a good meal, his mother said. Don't you know where are termites starving in Antarctica? But Roberto didn't answer. He was busy daydreaming about becoming a famous architect. As you can see there, he's trying to build. Who ever heard of a termite who wanted to be an architect? The other termite snickered. The other, Roberto, you should be a chef. But Roberto didn't want to cook. He wanted to build. Hungry to start a new life, Roberto realized he had to leave. So Roberto packed his bags and took the train to the Bug Central station in the busy, buzzing hive of the big city. The city was a place where you could build your dreams. It was a place where you would be accepted. It was a place where the other termites wouldn't bug you. Roberto beamed hope like a lit up skyscraper. But hope didn't come cheap in the big city. Neither did a place to live. Roberto had no choice but to rent a room in a flea bag hotel run by a nervous tick. He shared the room with a family of bedbugs. Roberto introduced himself, then he built the bedbugs, their own beds. After a good night's sleep, Roberto began to look for work as an architect, but things didn't go very well. Show me what you've done, said the architect, Hank Floyd Might. There are no termites in my houses, stated Fleas Van der Roche. I'm busy, Antonia Gaudy blurted out. Don't bug me. You can see Roberto's kind of sad there. As Roberto crawled home, feeling like a pest, he was sideswiped by a fly. Watch where you're going, he mumbled. The fly started to cry. But I don't have any place to go, she lamented. Roberto wanted to comfort her, but he was nearly nailed by a carpenter ant trying to fix a rickety shed. Then, out of nowhere, Roberto was almost run over by a stampede of roaches being chased from a diner. And suddenly, a frantic ladybug flew into his arms. My house is on fire, my children are gone, the ladybug cried. Roberto could see that wasn't the only bug with problems. In fact, his problems didn't seem so big after all. Roberto wished he could do something for the others, but what could one termite do? A lot of damage, Fleas Van der Roche told him. I'll show you, old Fleas, what this termite can do. I'll show them all, said Roberto. Back at the hotel, Roberto came up with a plan. First, he drew up some blueprints. He sketched houses and streets. He sketched stores and playgrounds. By the time he was finished, he had sketched an entire neighborhood. Now I just need to find a good location, he declared. Roberto searched all over the city for the perfect site. He finally found an abandoned, run-down block of crumbling buildings. It was a total mess. There were piles of old wood and garbage everywhere. It was just what he was looking for. Roberto hammered and nailed. He sawed and sanded. He worked day and night. Like a magician, he transformed the block of junk into a street of extraordinary homes. Each one was a work of art, but Roberto didn't sign his artwork. Instead, he anonymously sent the keys to the new owners. Then he rolled up his plans and went home. Some very surprised bugs went home too. Tooter the fly with no place to go buzzed with delight. I am a housefly again, she declared. Then Grant, the carpenter ant, arrived. He dropped his tool belt on the porch. Now I can have a real workshop, he beamed. The roaches were the next ones on the scene. You won't find us sleeping in salads anymore, they rejoiced. Finally, Dottie the ladybug and her children moved into their new lair. It's perfect, she sighed. It's fireproof. Quickly, word spread. Soon, everyone wanted to know who built these amazing abodes. Rumors were flying. Antini were buzzing. Barbara Waterbugs wanted an exclusive interview. Robin Leach promised to make the builder rich and famous. Stephen Shieldbug wanted the movie rights. Diane Spider searched the World Wide Web for the scoop. And the latest insect inquirer offered a reward to the first bug who brought the builder to light. All day long, bounty hunting butterflies took wing. Paper wasps swarmed the streets, bold weevils crawled out of the woodwork, but late at night, a click beetle got the shot. Somebody found Roberto. The next morning, headlines screamed. Insect Inquirer. Termite chips new homes out of old blocks. It's Roberto, tutor. He's our hero. Overnight, Roberto became the talk of the town. Architects offered him jobs, book publishers wanted his story, ladybugs sent him love letters, and his bug buddies threw him a big bash. At the height of the party, the mayor unveiled a statue of Roberto to be placed in the city park. And as you can see, there's his statue in the park. Roberto built his dream. He opened his own company and became the most famous architect in the insect world. Students studied him in school. Some of his houses even became museums. But best of all, when little termites play with their food, now their parents say, be creative. Maybe someday you'll grow up to be just like Roberto. So I hope you enjoyed the story. As I said, the favorite part about this story is that he overcame challenges. He was told that he couldn't do something, and he believed his heart and followed it. So I hope you enjoyed it, and remember, keep reading. Thank you so much.